I have forced the uh, colonial colonialism institution to be present in Warsaw through way too much development. It's now a level development 41 province, um, and I feel like it would be a mistake to wait too long to build some stuff there. But I think at the beginning of the series, I started it by saying I'm not as good at this game as some people, or as some people. I think that might be evidence of it, but I don't like to wait on institutions. Now let's see what we can do with the Teutonic Order. Send them a gift. For 5 years, they'll have extra 25 relations with us. So next year we can start annexing them. We've renewed a loan. Teutonic Order is building some troops right now. Noble families feud. Violence among leading families within a state was never far from the surface. Often this instability would boil over into open conflict. The result was less than a full-blown civil war, but could immensely disturb the stability of a state. Side with one family, let them fight it out, or try to settle the issue. In Pavle. Let's pause now. I will let them fight it out. It's a grain producing province with 3 production development and 2 base tax development. So I'll give them autonomy. 199. Wait. We will have 189 whenever we're done improving relations with the Teutonic Order this time. Inspiring victory is done. What really sucks, though, as far as me doing that, is I'm going to get Renaissance Thought soon, and that will open up my second idea group, and I'm going to take a military idea group, and I have no points saved up for it anymore. But that's my own fault. I'll take responsibility for that if it doesn't work out. My ruler's probably not long for this world. He is 53, and then we'll have an heir who is 52. Lithuania has embraced the Renaissance. Good going. It's about time. Has Muscovy even embraced the Renaissance? No. Oh, our heir has died. Is that good? I hope so. We're going into 340. He's 64. Watch us die in the next few months. Watch this guy die. Watch us die and be left with a 64-year-old who will then die, and both of them together will reduce our stability by 2. Just wait for it. No? Okay. Any disputed successions right now? Brunswick, Nassau, Anhalt, Magdeburg. I think we've got about 50 more years before the Reformation. Hold on. No, it's probably going to be less than that. Protestantism will probably start in the next few years. It's January. 195, annex vassal. I really wish I could hire the Diplo rep guy. You know what? Oh, we can't make our heir. In an elective monarchy, as the heir changes constantly, it's not impossible to make the heir into a commander. Of course it's not. We're probably going to be a little behind on our Diplotech for a while. Oh well, we're still behind on our admin tech, so that'll actually... No, it's going to suck. Quantity ideas or offensive? Leader shock. I want to say offensive. Yes, offensive. And if I change my mind before the first idea, I will, I may cancel that and take it back. Muscovy has the Peasants' War. I hope they have no manpower to defend it, and their nation collapses. Claims fabricated. Pskov is still a vassal of Muscovy. And Muscovy still has the mission Conquer Novgorod. I don't see that happening this game. For some reason. We've finished our conversion of Turgoviste. I will go with the 27-month conversion. Convert the harder stuff first because we've got the advisor. That lets us do it faster. Right now, can I afford... I actually can't afford to take the Diplo Rep Advisor. And I will do that. How long do they have until they... Probably about 4 years until the clergy loses all of the bonus stuff for being, like, really loyal. We have too many Diplo relations. Sweden's still disloyal to Denmark? Kind of. Once we annex the Teutonic Order, I'm going to try to support the independence of Sweden, I think. Did I say annex Novgorod? I meant annex the Teutonic Order. When will this be done? 1505. Okay, that's 4 years. It's not as bad as it could be. I will speed up to speed 5. I could have used the Teutonic Order to conquer all of the Livonian Order. They're allied with the Riga. I'm not sure if I want to maintain the alliance with Novgorod or not. Hungary has declared war on the Ottomans. Hungary on the Ottomans. That's a pretty big war for the Ottomans to be fighting. wave of obscurantism. As a typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behavior in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Knowledge is power, national unrest, lose 10 prestige. We must divert state resources to counteract this dark trend because we have the free thinker personality. I hope my current ruler lives a long time. Or we can take advantage of their ignorance. Let's get some money from it. Hmm. I'm tempted to go to war against the Livonian Order. I don't know. I think that would be a bad idea. I would want to feed some of their land to the Teutons, and I don't have confidence that the Teutonic Order that we would be able to finish the war, and then the Teutonic Order have enough time to core that stuff before we actually annex them, because that would increase the coring cost, or that would increase the coring cost for us, I think, and it might require us to pay more points than we need to. Karl VI inherits title. Although he is our king-elector first and foremost, Karl VI still has the right to some titles in the land from which he hails, while foreigners might have supported his ascent to the throne with hopes of ruling over us. Having a rightful claim on a title in their lands may well give us a chance to do the reverse. It is his birthright. Poland gains a claim on Berlin, or we have no ulterior motives but our choice. Brandenburg hates me already. Oh, it's owned by Bohemia. Let's not piss off Bohemia. I think they're still in line to be the emperor. It looks. Would it go to Bohemia or Bavaria in this case? I'm honestly not sure what the tiebreaker is in that. Bohemia's general is a 5-6-3-3. So he's a god? Is that their king? No, it's not. Foreign context has expired. Does that give her? Oh, and of course we're also the babbling buffoon. But yeah, I was wondering if like that was a Diplo rep thing that we had event that we got, or bonus that we got from an event for Diplo rep. Poland and the Ottoman Empire came into conflict in the 1670s and 80s when the Cossacks in the Polish part of the divided Ukraine submitted to the Ottoman Empire and called for Tatar aid against Poland. Victories won by Hetman Jan Sobieski only temporarily forestalled the threat, and in 1672 the Commonwealth faced a major invasion by the Ottoman Empire. The fall of the key border fortress of Kamienek Podolski was followed by the humiliating peace of Buczaks. In 1683, Sobieski led a relief army to Vienna, besieged by the Ottomans, and as supreme commander of the Allied forces, won a resounding victory that marked the beginning of Ottoman withdrawal from Europe. We will defend Christendom. We gain a claim on Nigbolu. Which is now currently occupied by Hungary. And now it's not. I'm probably not going to press that claim. I have too much important stuff to do in Muscovy, which we can't really do right now, but philosopher Mislav von Noring has died. Denmark took a golden era. Oh, little side note. I hate these, some of these policies that involve income from vassals, because you can actually push your income from vassals above 100%, I think. And when that happens, you almost always end up bankrupting your vassals repeatedly. They end up in a bankruptcy spiral, especially since you're taking all of their money. I've done it as I was Austria at one point. Bohemia is calling me into a war. It's requesting that you come to their aid in the Bohemian conquest of Straubing against Bavaria. Bavaria is allied with Memmingen. Is that all? I mean, sure. Again, I don't really want to. But, Lithuania, you can do what you want. Teutonic Order, stay passive. Disputed succession. Meanwhile, I'm going to stick around here in Warsaw and just sit. I don't see Bohemia losing this with their God General. We are gaining a ton of military points right now. Saxe-Lauenburg has 42 support points for their dynasty guy, and he's 67. I don't want him to live forever. I'd prefer he died before he took the throne. Kazan has gone bankrupt. We've converted Moldavia. Move on with the conversion. So yeah, there must have been a Diplo rep bonus we were getting, because now we're a year later than we were before we hired the Diplo rep guy. Admirals concerned. Our admirals are expressing concern that our focus on land is coming too much at the expense of the fleet. Okay, I have a very good question right now. What fleet? Military tech cost or ship costs reduction? How long is the military tech cost for? 1513, so 10 years, or 10 years of reduced ship cost. I'm going to go with the ship costs. Bohemia is now the Emperor, meaning we are allied with the Emperor. Alright. Clergy political struggle. The time has come for the clergy to appoint a new leader to assist our emperor in the capital. The likely candidate is an old cleric with a solid history as prominent, blah blah blah. I think I've read this event before. I'm going to let the clergy gain the influence as much as I don't want to. Bohemia. Okay. we gained favors even though we did not help at all in that war. Let's mothball the forts again. Come on, let us pay off these loans. 1504 is when, so a year from now, before we can pay off the next loan. Or before we should pay off the next loan. Muscovy is no longer a valid rival for me. So we've eclipsed Muscovy, right? Yeah. Bohemia or the Ottomans? I think the Ottomans. And I will stop my guy from improving relations with subjects right now. I'll revoke the Muscovite embargo and enact one against the Ottomans. And then send the, or make the diplomacy macro builder, make him do that. Improve relations with subjects again. I'll be glad once we annex the Teutonic Order, because I will switch Muscovy's bankrupt. When does our truce with them end? 1507. I will be declaring war on them at that time, because their army should be very weak. And ours will be pretty much all ready to go. Gift to the state. Good governance would sometimes prompt the nobility and the businessmen of the realm to donate cash to the treasury, out of pure patriotism or in exchange for the sales of, or transfers of honorary titles and positions. I will put it into the treasury. We'll pay off a loan, which is pretty much the only thing we can do with that right now. How long before we can take the next level of admin? Quite a while. How is colonialism? It's already been embraced in Sandomierz and Lublin. How fast is it going in Krakow? Plus 4.3 per month. Really? Okay. Sure. Do I even need Nogai as an ally right now? I mean, I think not. I'll spend my favors with them and get rid of that alliance. Even though I didn't do anything with it. Break alliance. Oh no, that's the great power option. Dissolve alliance is what I want. Sorry. They'll probably ask me for it again, thus decreasing the relationships again. But that'll save us some diplo power. Lüneburg gets the Protestant Reformation. Thoughts of disapproval against the Roman Catholic Church are spreading across Europe as a result of the increasing corruption of monks and clerics. Voices are raised questioning the current principles and greed of the Church. A monk in Lüneburg has for some time expressed deep concerns and is now openly declaring his discontent with the Church, paving the way towards a reformation of the faith. Okay, Protestant is now enabled. The age of discovery is ending in 120 months, so that's 10 years. We didn't really get much of anything from this age, so I'm not really too concerned. And I will set my own subject macro builder diplomat back to... I will use the macro builder to set my diplomat back to improving relations with subjects. Now we only have one Diplo relation too many, and that's about to go away when we annex the Teutonic Order, at which point I will try to support the independence of Sweden. They're loyal to Denmark already. Damn it. Cossack aggression. Moving quickly by boat or on horseback, the Cossacks of the steppe are very adept raiders. Several such raids have lately laid waste to the Ottoman countryside and even major cities some way from our border. It's the Ottomans. Matters beyond our control. The Ottomans are kind of in a war, so I don't care how they feel about me right now. Our truce with Brandenburg has ended. We've renewed loans. But I think I need to end this episode. Hopefully in the next one we will finish annexing the Teutonic Order. And that will free up our last Diplo, or our extra Diplo slot, and we'll be making more Diplo power every month. We're now behind on military tech. Amazing how that much that can change. And colonialism is still spreading. It's already 43% in Krakow. So, I will end the episode here.